Hey cousins, let's talk Lyra Valkyria and why I'm sick of her. It all started when Becky Lynch wanted to get her girl over down in NXT. Becky Lynch was like, I see somebody that's from my town of Dublin and I should go ahead and put my funk on her and let her get over. And so that's what Becky was doing. She was in NXT. She was mixing it up with the girls down there, but really focused on Lyra. Okay, boom, whoop de whoop de whoop. Lyra comes to the main roster, and it's just Becky's all over that. So let's just go through it. I had to get a little bit of help because, girl. Um, the current feud has been building for weeks, culminating in a triple threat down to the evolution, right? Initial collision and controversy. 2 weeks prior to July 10th, Lyra Valkyria attacked Becky Lynch during a title defense against Bayley, leading to a disqualification finish. A frustrated Bayley argued with Lyra Valkyria while Lynch seemed to enjoy the chaos. The following week, Bayley and Lyra faced each other in a match to determine the top contender for the Lynch's title. The match ended in a draw as both women were pinned simultaneously. And we didn't care for that. We didn't care for that. And so they went ahead and had Lyra accuse Bayley of being similar to Lynch in her pursuit of championships, prioritizing ambition over friendship. So this is where everything went left with me when it comes to Lyra. Because, bitch, I'm confused. So you wanted Bayley just to be your friend and not have any ambition? That's the fucking problem with the women's division now. Don't nobody got ambition. Don't nobody want to do nothing. Nobody running the bitch down that got the title. I don't give a fuck if you going after the speed title. At least go after something. That is the whole point. The whole point of sports entertainment is to be at the top and get the title. It's not to just be floating around having good matches and all that bullshit. So Lyra's all up in Bayley's face, and that shit annoyed the fuck out of me because I was like, girl, what is we doing? Why is you in Bayley's face? You forget that Becky took her out of one of the most important matches at the important night of her career in WrestleMania, just so you could go and fuck around with her. That's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, Bayley countered by criticizing Lyra's previous loss to Lynch and questioning her resilience. It's true. Girl, you gonna go with a wind blow. That's why you got them weak ass feathers. You really are a bird brain. That's what fucking Bayley should have said. I'm about to pluck you, bitch. The promo quickly delved into a brawl with Lyra gaining the upper hand, drop kicking Bayley out of the ring. The series of events set the stage for a heated confrontation between the three women, filled by the individual desires for the IC title. Listen, I love that the IC title is being elevated. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But when you having these stupid ass conversations and confrontations, it's just crazy and annoying. And the only person that deserves anything in this feud is Bayley, to be honest. Bayley got taken out. Lyra immediately latched on the fucking what you call it, Becky. They won tag titles together. Becky mentoring her, fucking damn near breastfeeding her, teaching her how to walk, changing her diapers. It's almost like, girl, you took my motherfucking baby from me. Like, what is wrong with you? And now the baby half grown, and this bitch is giving me fever like I'm the one that abandoned her. It's a terrible, terrible storyline. It's extremely frustrating, very convoluted, and stupid. The real story here, in my opinion, is Bayley and Becky. Becky been going all the way in. She ain't even like throwing no soft punches. She hitting her all up in her cooch. And every time she trying to step in and get Becky back, fucking Lyra's like, girl, look at me flailing all in her face with the feathers and the shit flying all over the place. I need Bayley to just fuck Lyra up. Then this past Monday, this is why I'm talking about this. This past Monday, the dumbest fucking shit. So Bayley goes up to Adam Pearce and she's like, I want a title match with Lyra. And Lyra's upset because she feels like someone should have told her the ahead of time that there was going to be a title match with her and Bailey, and she ain't fucking with Bailey like that for whatever reason. So Bailey's like, well, I figured we could have the title match that we didn't have at WrestleMania. And Lyra's like, well, she beat Bailey ass last week and she need to focus on her IC title at SummerSlam. But bitch, why is you all up in gear anyway? You clearly was looking for a fucking match regardless. Anyway, Bailey says it's water under the bridge. The game that they're playing tonight is winning. Bailey is glad that Lyra got the memo about matching gear and tells her that she'll see her out there. I thought Bailey was going to go out there and get all in the mix and walk away. But then y'all would have been like, she turned a heel. So Bailey was out there really trying to win. But then we had a mix up and a lot of shit going on. So what's going to happen is next week, Bailey's gonna confront Lyra and tell her, you the reason why we lost the match. I knew I couldn't trust you. You a dummy, you ain't shit. And Lyra's gonna be like, no, Becky came from under the thing and she tried, and Bailey ain't gonna believe her because she didn't see Becky. Again, it's a stupid storyline. I believe that the only way to rectify this is to make it a triple threat. And I believe that Bailey should pin Lyra and win the IC title at WrestleMania. And then you can have Lyra and Bailey have the proper heat and issue with each other. And then I would have Becky stomp away and somehow make her way over to SmackDown, looking around in her orange and red, right? Because she's leaning into it, orange and yellow, looking around, and boom, there go Julia. And she should be like, hey, I like that title because you ain't doing nothing with it, bitch. I'm going to just go ahead and take it off your hands and go ahead and get a program with that. Because this right here, I do appreciate that Becky elevated the title. She did, and I'm not taking that away from her. But the storyline, the way they went about elevating the title is absolutely atrocious. But the stipulation is, if Becky wins, Lyra can never go for the IC title, which is fine because she already won it. So it's that accolades up under her belt. Why would she want it again? She should be moving up the ladder for titles, right? And then if she wins, then Becky gotta get the 1, 2, 3. Or what was the stipulation for Becky? Oh, she gotta shake Becky's hand. So let me get this straight. Bird Girl and her bird brain said, I agree. If I lose, I won't go after the title. But you lose, you gotta shake my hand and respect me. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, listen, going back and looking at what was going on. You can't make this shit up. I think this is a terrible, terrible storytelling. Convoluted and ridiculous. It's not captivating. The way it's being delivered is terrible. It's just terrible. And it does not excite me for their match at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Becky and Lyra again. I don't want to see it. When they shook hands at the other at SummerSlam, excuse me, when they shook hands at the other pay-per-view, that should have been the end of it. They shook hands, she raised Becky's arm up, kicked Becky in the chest and shit. That should have been the end of it there. And then it should have been Becky and Bailey. But now here we are having a fucking rematch. That's awful. This title, for what it's worth, I don't know. We asked to get titles for the women because Rhea Ripley was holding the one title hostage, and you can't even touch the SmackDown title because apparently it's written that way. So we got 2 titles, and damn if it wasn't a bust. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about this storyline, and I'll get with you.